Imagine a Sunday morning in suburban Chicago. Robert, 75 years old, stands in his kitchen looking up at a burnt-out hallway bulb. His first thought isn't, "Where's the ladder?" but rather, "Should I call my son?" But then he remembers his son is on a business trip in California, so he decides to climb onto an old wooden stool himself. This is a typical moment for millions of seniors across America. Pride struggling against safety. We don't fear getting older. We fear losing control over our lives. We fear that admitting we can't change a light bulb is the first domino to fall, leading straight to an assisted living facility. But, my friends, the secret of the most resilient seniors in America today isn't that they try to do everything with brute force, it's that they turn their homes into smart partners. Instead of risking a fall on a stool, they install motion sensor lighting along hallways and stairs. Wherever you step, the light follows, eliminating those moments of fumbling for a switch in the dark, the cause of 30% of all home falls. Furthermore, they utilize smart locks and video doorbells. Imagine sitting comfortably in your armchair when an Amazon delivery driver rings the bell. You simply glance at your tablet and press a button to unlock the door. No rushing to get up, no straining your knees, and most importantly, you remain in full control of your home without needing a full-time caregiver. This isn't a sign of weakness, it's smart management to maintain your independence. We talked about reinforcing the home. We discuss how to navigate daily life without ever having to say the words, "Could you please help me with this?" There is a hard truth in America. We are hesitant to bother our children because they are always buried in deadlines, their own kids, and bills. But there is a friend ready to take your orders 24/7 without a single complaint. Voice-activated virtual assistants like Alexa or Google Home. Many of you tell me, "I'm old, my hands shake, and my eyes are blurry. Using a smartphone is hard enough, let alone high-tech." But that is exactly the misconception. Voice technology was born for you. Instead of straining your eyes to find a pill bottle and wondering, "Did I take my blood pressure medicine?" you simply say, "Alexa, remind me to take my pills at 8 a.m." When it speaks, you act. It completely removes the guilt of having to call your children just to ask, "Did I take my meds today, honey?" You are in control, and that control breeds confidence. But true independence also lies in this. You no longer have to struggle with heavy grocery bags. Look at stores like Costco or Walmart. Pushing a heavy cart, waiting in line, and then hauling bags into your car in the snow or scorching heat is a real challenge for aging joints. This is when you should leverage apps like Instacart or Amazon. I know many of you think delivery services are expensive, but let's do the math. Is a $5 or $10 delivery fee more expensive than the cost of treating a herniated disc or a spinal injury from heavy lifting? In America, we call that an investment in health. When you use home delivery for prescriptions from CVS or Walgreens, you are buying safety. You don't need to drive when your vision is poor, and you don't need to ask a neighbor to pick up a carton of milk. You remain the master of your shopping decisions without stepping foot out in harsh weather. And here is another brilliant tool, TaskRabbit. This is the lifesaver for those small chores we usually wait for our kids to do. Need to assemble a shelf, hang a picture, or clear the leaves in the yard? Instead of calling your son and hearing him vent about traffic, hire a professional on TaskRabbit. You pay for a professional service, you get immediate satisfaction, and most importantly, when your children visit, that time is for joy and conversation, not for them to become free repairmen. To close our journey today, we will touch on a more subtle aspect: how to maintain the proud stature of a free individual even as your body begins to show signs of time. Many of us refuse to use canes or supportive chairs because we fear looking decrepit. But in America today, assistive devices have evolved into stylish accessories. Instead of a clunky medical cane, why not choose a pair of trekking poles? When you walk through the park with those, people don't see a frail senior, they see an outdoor enthusiast. Even bathroom grab bars are now designed as elegant chrome towel racks. These are your invisible allies, protecting you without stripping away your dignity. The final strategy is, do not isolate yourself to prove you are independent. The smartest form of independence is cross-support. In village-to-village networks across the U.S., seniors are creating a brilliant sharing economy. Exchange what you have for what you need. When you ask a neighbor to help fix a computer glitch in exchange for a warm dinner, that isn't pestering, it's socializing. Your self-respect remains intact because this is a fair exchange. Conclusion: the goal of these strategies is not to distance ourselves from our children. On the contrary, it helps us preserve the best parts of our relationships. When your children visit, you won't spend time complaining about a broken faucet. Instead, you will enjoy a cup of tea and share your upcoming plans. Independence is not about doing everything yourself. Independence is having the wisdom to choose the tools that allow you to live most freely. Do not let age define your limits. Let technology and smart preparation be the wings that allow you to continue soaring through the most vibrant chapter of your life. Thank you for listening. You deserve a life of autonomy and pride.